Mr. Scott, what happened? Oh, I don't understand. You were okay?
Well, I think my heart's in it because Gary's a good person. You know what he does for a living? You know what he does for a living?
What?
He's part of an FBI foreign counterterrorism squad. I guess he was behind some of the arrests that were made in Jamaica this past 4 months over I think they were called lottery scams.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he's responsible for the arrest of 4 or 5 Jamaicans that were milking money out of residents out of New York and one in Florida. It's totally weird why these scammers in Jamaica were making these old people think that they won the lottery. It was crazy.
So you still do that for a living?
Yeah, he does. In fact, they're getting ready to set up a huge outfit in, I think it's called Kingston, Jamaica is what he called it. It's supposed to be undercover, but they're going to have U.S. forces are going to be building up there, and they're going to crack down on some of those Jamaican scammers.
Oh, so you're going to be in Jamaica soon?
No, what he goes in is with, they pack it in with the CIA, they got some FBI, they got the U.S. military. They're probably going to have martial law in Jamaica for the next 10 years. U.S. Marshals are going to be there. If you're unemployed, they're going to be suspected of being a scammer. And they're going to just start busting them. They're going to, apparently, they're not going to even get a court date. They're just going to throw them in prison. Like Abu Ghraib, but a different kind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
the first time I saw it on the news, but I didn't know it was something happening for real.
Well, no, you're not supposed to say anything because this is high intel. This is stuff I'm not supposed to say. But I figured you were a good friend.
Okay. I'm not a scammer, so
I know that.
let me know.
Well, you're in New York anyway, so I wouldn't worry about it.
This video is sponsored by Guardio. Guardio is a powerful browser extension that acts as a silent bodyguard against your online activities. As you can see here, when I go to the following website given to me by a scammer, the site loads but then is taken over by the Guardio extension, warning me that I had just navigated to a dangerous site. And here is an email. When I click on this link, Guardio steps in and prevents me from falling prey to what is likely a phishing website. Guardio provides real-time browsing protection that can detect threats before they cause harm and keep you and your information safe. Guardio will disable any malicious browser extensions that you've installed in the past. Guardio provides you with a clean, secure browsing experience. It takes control of your online safety, and it's used by over 1 million users that are recently featured by Google. The scan it takes only takes 30 seconds. It is affordable, reliable protection. To get started, go to guard.io/ModderPaul and click through the prompts. Guardio can be used to protect 5 individuals. You can install it for your parents and perhaps a loved one or other family member to help them stay protected. Don't hesitate. Get protected by Guardio. Your safety is important.
So who invited this guy to your party? Was the FBI's at your party?
No, this guy came in. He was a friend of an acquaintance of one of my cousins who just happened to have ties to the family. I didn't expect him to be there because I haven't seen him since I was a teenager. So I didn't expect much, but once I saw him at the party, it's kind of an instant click. It wasn't until around 7 this morning that he told me what he did for a living. I said, you really in part of a terrorism task force. He showed me his badge and everything. And then that's when he told me about the big storming of Jamaica. He showed me pictures of these lottery scam victims that they uncover, and it's pretty bad. They had one old couple. They apparently were a victim of these lottery scammers, and they had lost a lot of money to them, and they were now trying to get some of it back by being mules. Somebody supposedly sent them money, but they didn't. It was an empty box, and they almost was killed by 2 thugs that showed up because they didn't believe them. It was crazy.
Wow, that's crazy. So how do these people fall for these scams and they don't enter anything? I don't understand.
I think they were just chosen. It's really, really interesting. What he basically said was, now that the lottery scams have fallen, they're going to move on to the other types of similar scams that run out of Jamaica. They're not going to really exercise any form of judgment. They're just going to blanket the area, capture as many unemployed Jamaicans and throw them in the can, basically.
If it's in Venezuela where they detain like 2,000 guys, you know, they just go in. It's like the same thing you're saying. They go in and they arrest them and have the martial laws, you know.
Right. Yeah, it's going to be bad.
You know, you can say anything to me, sweetheart. It's confidential because what are you telling me about your past with that guy?
Oh, yeah. Oh, Bradley?
That's really between Brad. That's really between you and me.
I don't know, but did Susan tell you how she got rid of Bradley?
She said he was a drug user, so
yeah, he was.
He passed.
Do you like tuna or chicken casserole by any chance?
I like tuna.
Don't eat Susan's casserole. Big warning, bro. Everyone in the family was telling her that she needed to get rid of Brad the right way. But like a dumbass, my sister married Brad without a prenuptial agreement. So that meant that if she divorced Brad was going to get a percentage of her inheritance by law. And she wasn't going to let that asshole get rewarded for being the jerk he was. And you cannot utter this to anyone, okay, bro?
Yeah, between you and me, bro.
She told us that she nicened up to Bradley, got into a sexy nightgown, and when he came home from his so-called job, she put a candlelight dinner out, and she was in her undies, and she beckoned for him to come eat his dinner. What Brad didn't know is that sweet little Susie put in pills. It was 20 times the lethal amount for OxyContin. And what was a romantic dinner turned into the macabre. Apparently, Bradley started wolfing down the tuna casserole. What he didn't realize is when his eyes started to cloud over, that he had been tricked. And he just face palmed into the table, I guess. That fucker would not die. Seriously, bro. She waited 15 minutes and brought a mirror to his nose, and he was still frosting the mirror. Brad started to moan, and I'm like going, dude, he's waking up. He's waking up. Get the pan, get the pan. Susan, like an expert, I never seen a woman move with such grace. She went and grabbed the pan. She grabbed the bowling pin. She was waving her arms like an octopus. She went wham! Brad's eyes just went boing, and then he went boom on the ground. Then she took the bowling pin and just bashed him in the face. I said, he's dead. He's dead. And we confirmed it. He wasn't breathing.
Wow.
The bastard was dead. I was like, holy crap, we just killed the bad dude.
So I could get away with a book on Amazon. How I faced and struggled with a drug user and ultimately disposed of him and sold him to drug dealers. A Susan Walker story.
Yeah. How would you publish a book? And did they find Brad? They didn't find Brad.
No, they didn't. But I would indicate through student innuendo that I actually figured out how to sell them to the very people he was addicted to their products. And so in a way I was doing payback for Bradley.
So he's still reported missing, up to date?
Yeah, it's an unsolved mystery. We burned him and then burned him and burned him again, and then we crushed him into a fine white powder, and then we divvied it up and sold it to his local drug dealers, and that went up the chain. So that to this date, people are snorting Bradley.
Yeah, I know the story.
You should have seen us at the party. We got into a fist fight because I had all the money.
Ooh.
So, well, Heather started it. She lunged for my throat. So I ducked away and I hit her hand with a big salad spoon. I went whack, she started crying. And then Robbie, for some reason, just decided to pull my hair. And I said, stop pulling my hair! And Ray punched Robert, and then he elbowed poor Heather in the face, causing her nose to bleed. It was pretty bad. I finally just said, you guys, we're fighting just like we were little kids.
So
And,
did you guys stay extra day at the hotel, or you came home? Are you home now?
Yeah, I'm home. I had quite a night with Barry, and I'm just relaxing and getting my energy back after a long night.
What is your plan?
I'm gonna
rest?
finish. I'm gonna put in at least 6 more months at the critical care nurse, and I'm gonna do an early retirement.
Remember that little boy you said you were going to donate money to?
No, he died. He died.
Oh my God.
Right, we weren't able to get the money to him quick enough. The problem with that was he was slated to get an experimental bone marrow treatment, but because we had indicated a promise to them, they forego that, and he went on to a regular bone marrow waiting list. But unfortunately, he took a turn for the worst.
I hated July. July and June. No, I hated June. June is the 8th month of this year for me so far.
Yeah, well,
Because just get done. I haven't got done. I have a lot of setbacks.
you have many winners that you need to be able to bring into your fold and get them paid out. That must be exciting.
I have like 2 more people that are pending to be delivered, just like you, but they're halfway through their process already. So
I was excited when I found out I was going to win that money, but I'm no longer needing it. I'm no longer. The prize money as it stands is peanuts compared to what I'm worth today. So I really don't need it.
So we'll just have to pick a charity organization and have it donated to them. But I don't have one on point at the moment.
Well, just take your time. I'm sure there's no hurry.
So will you stop calling me and stop talking to me regarding you don't want the surprise anymore?
Well, I don't really have a need for the prize, unless, okay, I'll tell you what. If we still want to pursue the prize, what I could do is go ahead and do what's necessary to get it, and then I'll just take that money and donate it. How does that sound?
Well, you could do it that way because.
Wait a minute. Is there a way? Is there a way I can transfer the prize to my brother?
To Ray?
Yeah, I'm sure he would want it. He was kind of bummed that I got most of the inheritance, but you know, Ray being Ray, I'm sure he would love to take part in that. You want me to text him and have him call you?
I'm trying to call him, but I can't get a hold of him.
Yeah, well, he's supposed to be back at his hotel. Oh, he just said, wow. He said, yeah, I'll call him. He says he's going to call you.
Just be careful with your new lover that you find, alright?
Well, I'll be careful. I'll be careful.
If you ever need someone to talk to, I'll be here.
Okay, that's so sweet. You've been a very, very sweet man. You really have been.
I just need to meet you to embrace my true colors to you so you see what type of person I am. Because I guess you have a doubt in me now about everything.
It's just ironic that we were so close to coming out. We were so close.
Alright, so I'll talk to you later, alright?
Okay. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself.
I will, but I'm really sad that you ditched me for this guy.
Well, you never know, honey. Just don't get married to anybody. Maybe Barry will blow it. I might become available again. You never know.
Well, you said you were getting married on Monday. That's like a couple of days away.
Honey, whenever there's lots of money, the worst in people come out. So we'll see.
But I want you to know. That's why I say be careful. But I'll talk to Ray and see what Ray's up to, and I'll get back to you. All right?
Okay. Bye. Bye.
Bye. Hey, bro.
Hey, bro. How's it going, man?
Doing good. How are you doing?
Man, last night's party was... I wish you would have been there, bro. I could have used you. I
heard your bomb was something else, man.
Holy crap. They were not expecting that shit. I literally had behind one of the big trucks in the trucking company nearby, there was a big Goodyear blimp that I had set up, and we had been pumping the antimatter into that balloon for over 2 days to get the balloon up. And then people, at first, we were on the festive, we were dancing around. This was after we did that bastard of my father gave me like $73. But this was after that. The bands were playing. We had everybody was getting drunk. And then someone said, "What the hell is that?" And everybody kind of looked. And I was like trying to keep from laughing. It was like looming above the trucks. And then it became bigger and bigger and bigger. And it was so big we had to have fans on it. And I had one of my lab boys, he came down from Seattle, was remote controlling it to get it to go above the lake. That thing was big, and everybody was like going, "What is a Goodyear blimp doing above Bear Lake?" And then my Susan goes, "Where's Ray?" And then all of a sudden everybody goes, "Where's Ray?" And everybody in a family that knows me was saying, "Where'd Ray go?" And I was up on top of the truck, and I was holding the cell phone that I was going to use to detonate it. It was so cool.
Oh, you use a cell phone to detonate it?
Well, yeah, things, I had a remote trigger, so I sat up there. Okay, I double say that you guys are a bunch of sorry sons of bitches. 673. All I could say is it happened in slow-mo, dude. The electricity channeled up the wire, and it went whoom so loud. It was a big white ice blue fireball that looked like the Big Bang but backwards. It just slammed into each other, and then it went whoom. All the trees over. Boats were being tumbled over into the into the lake. People were holding onto their hats and being blown off their feet. Hella cool.
So, bro, how did you get $73? What happened?
What am I gonna do? Go find where we poured my dad's remains into the earth and talk to him? Susan's the one who made out like a bandit.
Well, what did Susan get?
4.26 billion? It's crazy.
Yeah, because she told him you don't need this money anymore.
Yeah, I know. And I asked her, I go, you talk to that James because I'm interested in it. I mean, come on. I mean, I got to pay for you know how much I have to pay for damages on the explosion alone? I'm constantly getting hammered by requests from Russia, Ukraine. I had a North Korean text me. They want my antimatter bomb is what they want. I ain't gonna sell it to them. I'm not a terrorist. I'm not a terrorist, bro.
Oh, she said you wanted to continue with the prize.
Yeah. No, how much is it? I forgot. How much money is it?
It's $7.8 million.
Oh, dude, yeah, I can handle that.
But she has listed you as a beneficiary from the prize.
Oh,
Because
cool.
your dad is an evil man.
My dad wasn't evil. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he left you $73, man.
Oh, I didn't really get to know my dad too much. I mean, like I said, he was always off doing his farming thing. He made me do a lot of pulling lots of weeds. I wasn't really thrilled about it.
I was asking, when are you going back to Seattle?
Well, school doesn't start up until late August, so I'm just gonna hang out in Salt Lake for another month and a half or so.
Enjoy the bitches.
Oh yeah, you know those two that I had, they turned out they came down with COVID, so I had to stop seeing them. They were sweet though. They were sweet little honeys.
How's your mom doing?
She's getting better. She did have that fall, but they got her back into the retirement center. Thank God.
She's off the ventilator.
Yep. She wanted to go to the party, but we wouldn't let her. She's kind of a feisty old lady. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
That's
I'm doing good.
I would love to get my hands on that prize money. If I'm a beneficiary, why not?
Yeah,
That'd give me early retirement.
It's surprising, Susan. Well, you never know what was she didn't know what was gonna happen, so.
She hooked up with this dude named Barry. She's known him since they were in high school. He's okay. He ain't nothing like you, though. What did you do? Did you like maybe you need to like bully up and say, you're my honey, Susan. Don't hang with that Barry dude. Did you do that?
I'm telling her, man, when she told me about him, and I was so hurt, about everything. I was like, wow, you ditched me. She was like, yeah, I'm getting married to him on Monday. I was like, already? Crazy.
Oh, she's gonna marry him on Monday? I'm gonna stand up to that. I don't understand why she'd go off and get married. I mean, granted, she went to high school with the guy.
You went to high school with him? She told me he was like high in his 60s.
Well, she met him when she was in high school. He was a teacher at her high school.
Oh.
I've always thought it was kind of sick, but she can do what she wants.
Yeah, but she gave up on me so quick, man.
Well, that's what you need to stand up. I mean, you kind of dropped the ball when you got into your accident. It didn't help that the way you were telling it to her sounded like you were trying to hide something.
I was just in shock, bro, and I didn't want to get caught up in an investigation that, because someone died, so I was trying to take myself out of it the best way as possible, but she was like an investigator, man. But I tell her not to fall for these people, because, when you have money, a lot of people come around that are not true, that are not genuine. I didn't want her for her money or anything like that, you know. I just enjoy talking to your sister, and she's a good lady. I can say that. But will you be able to make the payment for the taxes and stuff like that?
Okay, so now that we're coming down to the nitty gritty, I would have to fulfill the $45,000 tax requirement, right?
Yes.
How do I get it to you?
You will send it just the same as you were trying. That's why I'm asking if there's a restriction on you.
I do know the previous attempts made by both Susan and myself, those are just automatically blocked.
I could always provide you with a different merchant. You just have to let me know when you can do it, and I'll have it forwarded to you.
Do you want me to get cash or do you want me to do the certified check?
How about a wire transfer?
As long as it's a new party, then there shouldn't be any trouble.
Okay.
So
All
it's
right.
the same. It's the same rules. I just need their first name, last name, their mailing address, routing number, and account number.
All right. So I'll get a merchant banker, and I'll hook you up and have it sent to you as soon as
Cool.
possible.
Right on, bro. Yeah, we'll be back in the hot seat as the bros, man. Play Ray and James the Gigolo. Oh yeah.
Your sis kicked me off the train, man.
Well, I'm gonna pick you up and put you on the train, buddy. And we gonna go get some bitches, bro. Yeah.
No, I want what it is.
I will be careful about parading that fresh meat around my sis, just in case Mr. Barry drops the ball. You can hook right in and grab her again. You never know.
You said Barry's an FBI agent. Do you know anything about
Oh
that?
yeah, I know, it's crazy. I guess I can tell you. He said it's classified stuff, but I guess he's the dude behind cracking those. I guess there's guys from Jamaica. They were doing these lottery scams on elderly people on the East Coast. He says, we're getting ready to infiltrate the whole damn country. I said, what? I said, damn, because I was going to go take a vacation in Jamaica. I'm not going.
What are they planning on doing? When they say that they're going to take over the country or something?
He said they have like over 80 agents that are sneaking around up there. I basically said, what are you going to do? Go to war with Jamaica? And I can't do that. And he goes, no, dude, this is not Jamaica we're at war with. We're at war with these warlord-like criminal pissant wannabe bastards that run lottery scams. And I said, that's crazy. They just said, we're going in with a very light filter. If the persons they see can't prove they work anywhere, they get thrown in a truck, and they're going to be carted off to some prison close to Abu, kind of like Abu Ghraib in Cuba. And I was like, that sounds a little. I go, that seems unfair. And he goes, no, they get a trial, but they're all going to be tried at the same time. So if one of them is guilty, the whole lot will be guilty. I
Wow.
was like, okay, holy crap. I go, so just because someone's unemployed, you're going to take them off the street? He said, no, we have a follow-up after we get the intel out of them. If they don't have any intel and we can prove that they weren't doing anything, we'll send them back to, I think they called it Kingston. I'm not familiar with Jamaica.
Kingston, that's the capital.
Oh, it's the capital. Okay, I didn't know that. He goes, you want to come? I go, no. He goes, you don't want to be there. He goes, you don't want to be there anyways. It's not going to be pretty. I said, holy crap. I go, so you're just going to go and round these guys just because they don't have a job? And he goes, well, we're going to give them a chance to prove they have a job. And if they don't, we're just going to lace them up with those plastic straps and throw them in a truck. I go, how many are you going to get? And he goes, as many as it takes. I'm like, Susan, I go, you're hooking up with this guy? And she goes, it's not. I'm not doing it because of that. I mean, I'm doing it because I know him really well. I go, okay, well, have at it, Barry. Go get them Jamaicans. I guess they're gonna do some kind of waterboarding. I don't know very much about waterboarding, but I heard it's pretty bad.
What's
Um,
waterboarding?
um, Waterboarding's where they lay you down on a stiff board, usually with your head hanging over the edge. They then stick a towel that's moist over your face, and they pour water on top of you. It gives you the sensation of suffocating. It's very, very excruciating. And what's really interesting, it doesn't look like it's really hurting a person. The problem is your instincts trigger your amygdala, and it makes you have massive flight or fright. That's what it does. It's considered a torture. I've heard people actually admit to doing things they didn't do because it's so bad. It gives you the sensation of drowning. It's a very bad feeling, I'm sure. So I don't know. I said, you're not going to give them any chance to speak up about what they did. And they said, yeah, we're going to treat them fair. But I figure if they're unemployed, but they're dressed kind of well, or if they have guns and they have drugs, they got to get them from somewhere. That's all the evidence we need. We'll just strap them up, throw them into a wagon, and have them for 3 months. If they prove themselves, we'll send them back to Jamaica. But he goes, rest assured, they will never become a lottery scammer if they aren't one. If they aren't one,
It's crazy.
yeah, it is. It's crazy.
And I asked Susan if she's going to Jamaica with him. She said she don't know.
She ain't gonna go to Jamaica. Why would we want to witness the abusive roundup of unemployed men? I just I can't handle the thought. Sure, many of them are criminals, but I don't know. Do you know about the Abu Ghraib prison? What happened when they rounded up those prisoners and what happened? It was horrible.
Like the martial arts, you know?
No. Though I'm sure it's not going to be as bad, but they practically tortured many of them into admitting that they were terrorists when they really weren't. Some say some of the Abu Ghraib people who were finally released went back so petrified that they could not reintegrate into their society. It was that bad. More power to you, Barry. And he goes, yeah, we're gonna crunch some Jamaican balls and we're gonna make them burn. And I'm like, dude, you must not like Jamaicans. He says, well, it just so happens my grandmother, or well, not my grandmother, but one of his purveyors, his friends, their grandmother was a victim of the lottery scam. They weren't kidding when they took that. They weren't kidding when they took that out. I don't know if you read about it, but it was infiltrated by U.S. forces masquerading to take that circuit down. And it was then that they decided they would put money in it and do Operation. He called it. It basically meant it was in a different called patois. I don't know the language, but he said they named it after the American equivalent of balls in a vice in patois. I'm like, balls in a vice? Holy crap. I don't like, damn, you must really hate those Jamaican criminals.
Where is it? Is it on YouTube?
No, the operations that they're doing, the operation they're doing is top secret. That's why I'm kind of whispering it to you. I would not want to be an unemployed dude living on the seedy side of Jamaica right now. Whoever's there, they're gonna regret being there.
He's working alone, or he's working with he has a team that he works with.
Yeah, he actually showed us pictures of the implants there. They actually have people on their team that look like they're from Jamaica, but they worked for the CIA and the FBI. So I got to see their team before they deployed. It was a nice little picture. They're dressed plainly, but
he's deployed already.
The plants are already there. They they've been there for, he said, I think like 4 months. The operation's coming to a head in about 2 weeks.
Wow.
That's why I think come Monday, Susan's probably not going to stay with this dude because he's got this fixation on payback. Have you ever heard of the lottery scammers in Jamaica?
Yeah, I saw it on news.
The United States took them out. It was done in such a way, it looked like it was an infiltration from the inside, but the United States was behind it. Yeah, see, they had some Jamaican nationals sent to prison. Wow, they did bust some nuts there. I didn't realize it was such a big issue.
Yeah, we have that issue with our company also. People
Oh, you do?
pretending to be from Publishers Clearinghouse, and they're not. They're from India and these other foreign countries. Yeah.
Oh, really? How do you guys fight that off? I mean, when people call you and they're
Well,
like,
we use the Federal Trade Commission and the Better Business Bureau to
"So
authorize.
India? Why would
No, we
India do
use it.
this?"
No, there's a lot of scammers in India. There's a lot of call centers.
Yeah, no, that's interesting that India does Publishers Clearinghouse. Wow.
Not really Publishers Clearinghouse. They run a lot of scams out of India.
But you said there were PCH scams. Where are those coming from?
Mostly, we're not sure. They normally do the investigation. The FBI normally do their investigation.
Oh, okay. And it was a big news story that came out about a month ago. It outlined Jamaica as a whole, and it was an op-ed saying, "Why are we letting them get away with it?" And I think that's what stirred Congress up to get the budget necessary to do this secret invasion. Apparently, there's a dark side, and that's what they're going after.
No. Well,
I
I
would
wish
not.
Barry all the luck.
Yeah, I told him. I said I'm not comfortable with you guys rounding up just people that are unemployed because that's not proof that they're scammers. And he said, no, it'll work itself out. I said, what do you mean, justice? And he said, yeah. I said, but until that happens, it's balls in a vice. And he said, yeah, balls in a vice. Yeah.
Okay,
Anyways,
I just hate the fact that he took away my lady.
well, I would just stay with me, of course. We'll catch Susan when she's off guard. If I don't know, I know my sister. If Barry turns out to be doing what he's doing, I just might have a chat with my sister and say, "Are you sure you want to be dating a dude that's going to be taking all these Jamaican unemployed dudes in a vice and putting them into a prison and waterboarding them?" She might actually change her mind.
Okay, that's what she just said to me, too. She might change her mind, but who knows? I'm gonna sum up a merchant banker for you, so tomorrow I can forward it to you, and you can have this process done. All right?
Okay, cool. I'm all for
All
that.
right. You have a good.
Okay, man. Talk at you later. So glad to hear from you.
Bye bye.
Okay, bye.
Glad to hear you too.
Oh wow, I don't know how much I affected him. I hope I got him a little bit worried at least.
Hi, honey.
I see it.
How you doing? Did you talk to Ray?
Yeah, I did.
How did it go?
Oh, everything is all set. He verified his social security number and stuff, so
Oh, good.
just waiting on him to. He's waiting on me to get a new merchant banker so he can cover the taxes.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, and to be honest, if Ray has any trouble, I told him I'd be willing to front him the money, so there should be no trouble.
How is your evening going?
Pretty good. I just had my first fight with Barry, of all people. He was sending me text images of operation that he's doing in, he says Jamaica. and then it weighed on me. He didn't tell me he was going to be rounding them up by the hundreds, maybe even 1,000. I'm like, I don't want to talk about it until he got pissy with me. And I told him to just do his man military talk on his own.
What he's doing is crazy. Running up by the balls. It's
By the
crazy.
balls. What do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean balls?
That's the name of the operation
What operation?
that he's doing.
Okay, he didn't tell me that much. Oh, you mean, we had a discussion this morning, but it kind of went over my head. What exactly did Ray tell you?
Nothing. He just said that they're doing some operation in Jamaica. Just nothing much.
Oh, okay.
So he was with you last night, and he's in Jamaica now. That's what you're saying?
No, he does. He's too old to do stuff like that. He's more of an operative. He says he has somewhere along the lines of 80 to 100 direct reports that are on the ground right now.
Oh.
Barry gets really, really serious when he talked about it, and that's part of the thing about Barry that I don't like is he seems to be really, really into whatever it is he's gonna do. So.
Oh, you say you know him a long time, so.
Yeah, he was my history teacher in high school. He's a very handsome man.
He's a very handsome man?
Yes, he is. Very debonair.
Oh.
I guess
Well,
he's
I just hope you got it. I'm not happy with what happened, but being as it's someone you know a very long time.
Well, it's not
I'll
so
leave.
much that. What surprised me was what he was. He's in special forces. He runs special forces, and I guess he's trying to flex it at me. I said, honey, you don't tell me that. That doesn't make me like you better. And he goes, well, it's something I have to disclose to you. And I'm like, okay.
All right, I don't know how I will sleep with that tonight, but I guess I'll have to do it.
Well, you can always call. I'm always open to talk. I'm not really doing much with Barry this weekend. That's why I told you Monday is when I get to have my special day with him.
You sure you want to get married on Monday?
I'm very sure, but he's so busy this weekend doing his operation that we had to put the plans off till Monday.
Okay. But
Well, that's why he wanted me to go to Jamaica because he wanted to get married there. And I said, so you're going to Jamaica? And he said, no, honey, I don't know Jamaica very well. He's going to go to one of the areas of Jamaica so he can observe the big operation they're doing. He wanted to get married there. I said, why can't we just get married on Monday when you get it done? And he goes, okay, I'll be back on Monday, hopefully, and then we can get married.
so where is he now?
He's at the state capitol building, meeting with with agents.
Oh, okay.
He says I couldn't bother him. He's going to be with Intel Ops and some pretty high-end government officials. So I said, okay, you go do your Barry thing.
Alrighty, I wish you all the best on Monday.
Yeah, I'm just going to have a little relaxing weekend and play with my kitty and try to make plans on how I'm going to train Penny to take my place at work.
Can I call you anytime?
Yeah, you can call.
Okay. Alrighty.
All right, honey. I'm going to eat some dinner. I haven't had any dinner yet.
Alright, you have a good night.
You too. Night-night.
Alright, love you.
Bye-bye.
Mwah.
Mwah. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. You don't love me anymore?
Well, not with what I got going on with Barry, but maybe, I don't know. To be honest, I'm kind of scared of Barry, to be honest, but I want to give him a chance.
Alright, but you can't be with someone you're scared of.
But if he comes back and he tells me that he's disrupted a lot of lives in what he's doing in Jamaica, I might just tell him that I'm not interested. I don't know yet. I'm kind of torn by this.
Alright, you have a good weekend.
You too, babe.
I'll be missing you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ah, jeez.
You returned the 15,000 to Susan?
Yeah, I did. Why?
Oh, I'm just curious and asking because I didn't know what happened to the other one's
Oh, yeah.
money order.
Yeah, I gave her the money orders back. And she went and probably cashed them in for cash and put it back in her safe. I have some pretty good news about her, by the way. She's having double thoughts about Barry, so you might still have a shot with Susie.
Why? What happened?
The
You're
guy's a
supposed to
jerk.
get married.
He took off to do his thing with this raid in Jamaica, and he got into a fight with her last night. He said he wasn't sure he's going to be back for like 3 or 4 weeks, and he called her a hussy. And I'm like, he called you a hussy, sis? And she was crying. She said, yeah, he called me a hussy. And I said, you don't want him. He's a dick. And so she's all depressed today. She was gouging down ice cream, watching romance movies.
I've been calling her since Friday.
She's conked out right now. She bloated out on like chunky monkey. She gets chunky monkey. Nothing stops her.
Question regarding the car. Do you guys still interested in having the car? Because it's
Nah.
on its way coming to the United States.
Well, we'll take the car. I'll let Susie look at it. I mean, it's gonna come to me, but nothing's gonna take place of my Stingray. No way, dude.
With that.
Hell yeah. I'm a Stingray all the way, baby.
Yeah, but it's because she said she wanted a banana yellow. Car.
Yeah. Yeah, I might just... Yeah, let's bring it in. I want to see her face when she sees the yellow car come in with Pussy Wagon on it. That's going to be cool. I might even take a ride in it with her. It's going to have Pussy Wagon on it.
She's going to put that on it.
Oh, she probably still wants to do that. She's using her rental car right now, so I'm sure she'd enjoy the car.
But do you let her go on the road?
No, she always drives with someone, usually a friend.
Oh, okay, because that's not safe for she alone to be going on the road.
Well, no, and she's had a couple more bouts with Captain Howdy, so we have to be careful of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that Captain Howdy's a dick. He really is. He's a dick.
I don't know, man. I guess Captain Howdy paid her well, her dad. Your dad used to show her that movie, and it's bringing back memories.
He was a freak. He would have us watch The Exorcist on his birthday. His birthday was the 27th of October, so it being as close to Halloween as it was, us kids growing up had to sit through a marathon of Exorcist movies.
Nobody likes horror movies, man. It's scary. So, bro, how are you sending the transaction? Are you sending it from your computer, or are you going directly to the bank?
Well, I set up the transaction through a wire transfer with my bank.
All right, so I'll get you the information first thing in the morning. But you're so hard to reach, man, when I want to get a hold of you.
We can't use that address that you gave me. You need to give me you have to give me a banker that's different than the ones that we've been getting. That's just the only way we're going to get around it.
Okay.
It's really important that I get the first name, last name, their mailing address, routing number, account number, and their phone number. If all those go in place, it's clear as day. It just goes right in. Oh, let me check. Let me check it real quick. Okay, so I got Veronica. You want a cashier's check? Okay.
Hey, It's Jigsaw Scambaits, aka Jiggy, aka Veronica Hernandez. So I talked to James Alford a while back, and it was crazy because Ray and I were basically ping ponging this guy back and forth. I mean, he would literally finish a stream and then pass James over to me. James Alford also tried pulling the usual PCH scam with me, telling me that I won a ton of money, but I told him that I actually couldn't pay the taxes, and he ended up unknowingly turning Veronica into a mule and having Ray's character send Veronica a check without Veronica knowing, and then calling Veronica while it is in transit to tell her that a PCH sponsor is sending her a check to pay her taxes with. Of course, the obvious logical flaw here is that the sponsor should have just paid PCH directly, but instead, James asks Veronica to forward this check from Ray to PCH, which is, of course, a convoluted way of turning Veronica into an unknowing money mule. Just to be clear, nothing was ever mailed. These characters are completely fictional, and there was no exchange of funds at any point. However, I did pretend to receive the money, and James kept trying to get me to send him money from Ray, but he mysteriously disappeared one day, and I have not heard anything from James since January 23rd, 2023. Hello?
Hi, good evening.
Sorry, I was trying to give you a call. I'm so sorry I missed your calls yesterday. I told you,
I
oh
was
my
in a
gosh, my
meeting.
life has been crazy.
You guys, you don't keep in touch with me. Like you think it's a joke or something. What's
Well,
going on?
honey, I told you my life has been absolutely bananas. Like the past month, like I've been working really long hours at work, and like I told you, like I barely even have time to shower. So I'm sorry if this isn't the highest priority in my life, but
Okay. So you were saying you have a problem taking care of your taxes. So what the
yeah.
company is going to be doing, we're going to be sending you $45,000, so you can cover your taxes. All right?
Wait, what?
We're going to be sending you $45,000 so you can have your check, your prize cleared, because you have to take care of the taxes on your behalf in order for the process to work. So
Yeah.
the company is going to send you $45,000.
I got it, but I'm just maybe I don't understand. Like, is this like some kind of loan, or I don't understand where the money is coming from, I guess.
It's coming from the company. The company is giving you the money to take care of the taxes because you
Okay,
say
but
you
then I
didn't have
have
it.
to pay it back to the company?
Once you remember, I told you whatever money you would put up on this, it will be refunded back to you. So the company is basically loaning you on behalf of your prize. Um, this money. So once you get it, you take care of your taxes, and you won't be owing the company any money. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah, but I guess I'm just confused. Like, if you're giving me 45,000 or whatever, why don't you guys just keep it for the taxes instead of paying me, and then I have to pay it back? I'm just confused.
No, it has to work like that.
So you have to
You
send
have
me
to
the
pay.
money, and then I
You
have to send it back to you?
you have to pay the taxes on your behalf.
Yeah, but who? I get it, but like, who am I paying the taxes to then?
You're paying the taxes to the IRS.
Okay.
Is it hard to understand?
When I pay to the IRS, like, am I supposed to just I don't know. I've never done this before, so I don't know how I'm gonna pay to the IRS. Like, I don't even know anyone at the IRS or anything.
I will tell you who to pay the money to once you receive the money. You don't worry about that part. The protocol is for you to pay your tax on your behalf. It has to come from you. You say you didn't have the money, so the company is gonna bring the money forward so you can have your prize claimed. I went out of the way to have that done for you.
Oh my gosh. Wow, I really appreciate that. That's really really generous of you. Is this money coming out of my prize, or is this just coming straight out of the company, like the company's like dime?
Straight from the company.
Wow, that's banana. So am I just gonna be getting like a check from the company, or like how is this
You're
gonna
gonna be
work?
getting a cashier's check. But you sound like you're a bit confused about all this. You don't want to be a part of this.
Well, I
Um,
do. I'm sorry. I was just confused because, I just didn't realize I would have to pay it to the IRS. It's because I thought, like, why would you send me the money if I'm going to send it back? But I understand now. I guess I was just confused about how it all was going to work.
are you gonna like run off when you get this money or something? I'm not gonna be hearing from you again.
Well, no, honey. I mean, I want the prize. So, of course, I'm going to just use it to pay the taxes.
Okay.
Because, I mean, the taxes are the prize is so much more. So,
Julia was trying to call me. Did you call Julia? What did you say to Julia today?
oh my gosh. Well, I was just trying to get a hold of you. I was like calling you a bunch of times, and I was like, I don't know, maybe Julia was talking to you, or I just was trying to get a hold of you. I really didn't know what to do. I'm not gonna lie, I panicked a little bit.
I don't know, but you guys think that this is a joke, and I have other deliveries to do, and
Honey,
I can't just
no.
stick around and wait on one person to do all
Oh, well, I'm
contact
sorry,
me on
honey.
their
I told
convenient
you
time.
I'm really trying my level best. The problem is just that, I told you I have a really busy life. I have a child to take care of, and life has just been bananas.
So when you receive a check in the mail, you just let me know, and we will take it from there.
Okay.
But you have to keep in touch with me because if you don't keep in touch with me, I don't know what's going on in your life. So once you get it, you just give me a call or send me a text, and we'll take it from there. All right?
Yeah, cool. Thank you so much, James. Again, I'm really sorry about all this confusion, and I really, really appreciate, how patient and, like, I guess, kind you've been with me, because, life has just been bananas, and it really only takes one nice person in your life or in your day to just make things so
Well,
much
life isn't that hard as you seem to make it be because you have a husband, and that's why he's there to support you. You only have one child. What about the people that have 4 or 5 children?
well,
You
yeah,
know,
life is always
so you
harder for other people, but when you're a toe model just trying to make it in the world, is life gets bananas.
yeah, but a child is something that you've got to plan for. So
Okay, but like you know what it's like to have like like babies.
yeah, I know that. I've been through that.
Right. So it gets really difficult, and it's a lot for like a young couple, and like times are tough, gas is expensive, and cost of living is like through the roof. So I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rambling on. It's just been bananas. That's all I can see.
So your husband doesn't support you, like mentally, physically?
Well, of course he does. I mean, we support each other. It's still difficult, when like we have all our expenses, and life is just. I mean, have you ever been to San Francisco? Like life is just. It's bananas. Like we're literally never gonna afford a home, and like at least to buy a home. It's just, oh gosh,
No, you
yeah.
can't say that. But Julia purchased her home.
Yeah,
You
but
can't say
Julia
that.
was born in like the like 1820s or something, when homes cost like $5, but now they're literally like billions and trillions and like
Yeah,
gajillions
but
of
that
dollars.
no, it's not going to be that. Your life is going to change soon because you have this money coming to you. You can purchase your home. Um,
True. Yeah.
but you maybe think that this is a joke or I'm trying to scam you or something like that.
No, not at
But
all,
that's
honey.
how it always.
It's just been a really rough like month. I hope you understand. I don't know.
Things will get better soon. You're gonna open an account. It doesn't charge to open an account. And this is how your prize money is gonna be transferred. All right. It's gonna be transferred here, and then you're gonna be wiring it back to your account. If you
Well,
understand what
I
I
mean, I'd
mean.
rather just get it directly into my account. I don't understand why I would have to make
No,
another
the publisher's
account.
clearinghouse. The publisher's clearinghouse doesn't pay like that. It has to go
When you
through
guys do like the
a
big
secure.
checks.
Pardon me?
Well, like on TV, I see you guys have like the big checks.
Yes, that's for the prize presentation, but for the transfer of the money,
Oh, so that's
we
all
don't
fake.
walk around with millions of dollars like that.
So you're
So
telling me that
what I
that's
want
all
you to
just
do is,
fake.
pardon me?
So you're telling me that's all just fake.
What is fake?
Like the big check.
No, it's not fake. It's for the prize presentation.
Yeah, so I want a big check, and that's how I will receive the money.
Yeah, you will be getting a big check, but I'm
Yeah,
saying
so
we
then
don't
why would I
walk
have to
around
get a cryptocurrency account?
because that's how we pay the transfer of the money.
No, but I want it in the check, so I will get it through the check and not in Bitcoin because I don't believe in Bitcoin.
You don't want it in Bitcoin? You're not going to be
No.
getting paid in Bitcoin, darling. You're not understanding here.
Yeah, honey, but
All right. Well,
I don't use cryptocurrency because it's extremely bad for the environment.
I understand what you're saying, but when we get to that part, when we come to your home to do the prize presentation, you will understand what I'm saying. I'll explain it better to you.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, like, if I can just get, like, the big check, I'm happy to deposit that in my account. But, you know, like, I'm not, I'm not gonna accept money through cryptocurrency because that would go against all my beliefs.
All right. So as I say, once you receive the cashier's check, just give me a call and we will take it from there. All right? Because
Okay.
it seems like I'm making things very complicated for you.
Well, it's not complicated. It's actually really easy. I just want a big check.
You are gonna get a big check.
Great. Great. Thank you so much, James.
The check cannot be cash. That's what I'm saying to you.
Then
The
why
check
would you
you
give
see
me
on
a big
TV,
check if it can't be cash? That's not a big check. That's just a poster.
our payment, it work electronically.
Okay, then just
That's how
wire
it
it
works.
to my account.
You haven't provided me with an account number to do so.
Okay, my point is I just don't want it through cryptocurrency. That's it. Like I don't believe in any of that like NFT garbage.
Give me a call when you get the check. All right?
Great. Okay. And they hung up. Wow. Hello?
Hi, Veronica.
Hi, I'm James. Good afternoon. I sorry. I just saw that you literally just texted me.
Yeah, 'cause I checked my phone and I saw some missed call. I was trying to reach to you back from yesterday. What happened?
Yeah, I appreciate
not
that. I
working?
was trying to call you, but I guess you were busy, honey. I don't know. Were you really busy at the office yesterday?
Yeah, I was really busy. I was on the road yesterday most of the day.
Oh, where were you traveling?
No, just mainly on the road doing office procedures.
Oh, okay, got you. So you're just like in the city, like driving around and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
bananas. Yeah, I think I'm literally tonight. It's gonna be like a self care kind of thing. You know, I really need some new toe pictures.
Did you get anything in the mail today?
Oh no, honey, I haven't gotten anything in the mail. I just like some magazines and like I don't know, some like random like postcard. Like the dentist sometimes will send you random ones. Like it's time for a checkup,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. I'm like, no, dude, it's bananas. Like, why don't you just check my toes? You
All
know?
right. So,
So we're still waiting. The check was mailed out to you, so we're still waiting on it to be received by you.
Yeah, so yeah, I wanted to talk to you about that because like I really appreciate all the work you put into making that happen, but I just like because this is all so new to me and I really like, I don't want to like mess anything up. Like I don't know if I just don't know if I feel comfortable, accepting a check like that or.
What do you mean?
It's just like I don't know. It just feels like kind of bananas. Like um, it's I don't know how to explain it. It's just something that's like kind of making me feel not right, and I don't know how to go about like all this. This whole situation is just a little bit stressful. I'm not gonna lie.
Is it stressful for you?
I mean, yeah. There's so many components and like the with the taxes and then like the IRS and I don't even know like I just
I explained to you and tell you what to do already.
well yeah but I don't know you said just to call you but like I don't know I get kind of uneasy like if a check of that magnitude
Do
in
you
the
want to be a
mail
part of
is like
this,
bananas.
or do you want to donate, or you want to donate your prize to charity? Because sounds like I'm making you very uncomfortable, and I don't like when people feel uncomfortable doing business with me. So, do you have any charity organization you would request I forward your prize to?
Well, honey, it's not you. It's me. It's just I'm just personally confused about the situation because like I said, like this is a sizable check I'm supposed to get in the mail, and I don't even know what I'm gonna end up doing with it. Like, if can you just I don't know, can you walk me through like what's supposed to happen?
I explained to you already, and you're making things more difficult. You're asking me all these questions as if I don't know my job.
Well, I'm
And
not saying you don't know your
I
job.
don't.
I'm on the contrary. I'm asking you, can you explain to me like the next steps?
I
And it's
explain
like
it. I explained it to you already. When you receive the check, you're gonna pay it to the IRS. That's what I told you.
yeah, but like
So
how am I supposed to pay to the IRS? Because you told me not to just mail it to like their office in San Francisco.
you're making things difficult here, sweetheart.
Well, honey, it's
I
because you're
told
not
you when
telling
you
me like
get the
how
check,
am I gonna
when you
pay it
get
to
the
the
check,
IRS? Like
when you
where am I gonna mail this check or like what do I do?
I told you when you receive the check in the mail, you give me a call and I will instruct you where to mail it to. All right? Because it's going to have your name, everything that's supposed to be on it for you. So you're just going to forward it to the relevant authorities that it's supposed to go to. What is hard in that? It is a cashier's check. So it's not like it's nothing fraud you're doing here. The money is legitimate. So
Well,
what are you saying?
that's actually not what I said. That's I feel like you're just kind of putting words in my mouth, honestly. But I just it's because I'm
I'm not.
confused, and now you're talking about fraud. But that wasn't even my concern. My
No,
concern
you're
was just like
asking
I
me.
don't know
You're
what to
asking me.
do.
You're asking me. You're asking me. What are you gonna do with the check when you get it?
Yeah,
What type
because
of question is
that's
that?
that's actually a really reasonable question to ask. What, you want me to just take this check and then just do nothing with it? Is that what I'm supposed to do?
That's why I say when you get it, you call me.
Well, why don't you just tell me now why I'm supposed to
And now
like
you're
it
asking me
literally
what
has
you're.
my name on it. Like why would I you told me not to deposit it. What else would I do with the check that with literally my
I'm
name on
gonna.
it?
You're gonna mail the check to the IRS. That's what you're gonna do. Do you know how a cashier's check works?
Yeah, honey, I told I'm literally an accountant. Only the person whose name is on the check can he hung up. He's getting frustrated.
Hey, how are you doing?
Well, I've been good. I just living my life the way I want to live it, and basically trying to be
Are you
productive.
feeling better?
Yes, a lot better. I'm
Are
no
you
longer
feeling
having to.
better?
Yes, I am. I no longer have to take medication.
It's good.
How
And
are,
how's
how are,
Ray doing?
Ray seems to be doing okay. He's still here in Salt Lake City. He told me he tried to call you numerous times, but you never would answer the phone.
No, he didn't call me. I haven't heard from Ray since about a month now.
Okay, well, he said
That's
that
how
the
long.
he said that the certified funds he sent to San Francisco were returned.
Does he have the same phone number?
No, actually, it looks like he switched cell phones. He was getting harassed by a Social Security scammer. You ever heard of those?
Oh,
Yeah, they kept calling him on his other phone. Let
yeah,
me give
I
you.
heard of those scammers.
Yeah, they kept telling him he left a car in Texas and that his identity was stolen. And he kept telling them they're full of crap and they wouldn't leave him alone. I think he's ready to retry sending the money that you're wanting him to send so he can get his thing going. I felt sorry
Yeah,
for
because
Ray.
we didn't hear anything from him, so that is the
Yeah.
reason why we returned the payment.
Okay, well, when we're done here, I'm gonna call Ray and I'm gonna tell him to cut out the crap and give you more attention, I guess you can say. He has to listen to me because I've been paying for his hotel room, and he can't. He's got to listen to me.
Well,
And
I'm glad you're okay and you're feeling better from
yeah,
those
yeah, I feel
medications. Are you still seeing Captain Howdy?
Captain Howdy stops by every morning to wish me well, and then he leaves me alone. That's all I need. I can't think
Okay.
life enough as long as he's at bay and he's not telling me negative things. I'm just gonna live with it. I don't ever see him, so it isn't like a real intrusion. But I just take a moment and say, "Well, hi, Captain Howdy, how you doing?" And he goes, "I'm doing fine, sweetin'." And he does a southern drawl. It's like, and then sometimes when he talks, he sounds like he's a Russian, and then sometimes when he talks, he sounds like he's Japanese. So he's trying to f with me, and I'm not letting him.
How is your
But
mom?
she's getting through it. She's gonna be gone soon. I don't know how much longer she's gonna hang on to life. I visit her every Wednesday, and she's happy as can be where she is. How have you been, James?
Okay. Well, it seems like everybody's doing okay.
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
And another thing, Ray provided me with a social security number that is not matching up, so I don't know what's going on with that.
It has something to do with what our dad was put through. You ever heard of witness protection?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so in '86, when we discovered that our father had been liquefied, because of the nature of it, my mom raised Cain with the FBI and even the CIA, and basically they realized my dad's prolific nature, they were going to have to give us new identities and move us. So that's where she met Jack, the person she would eventually marry.
Yeah, but when you get married, your social security number doesn't change.
No, because I was taken out of witness protection when I chose to get married. Before I got married, I was under witness protection, and had you taken my social security at that time, you would have probably found the same thing. It's designed to keep us hidden from criminals. When it came time for me to marry Brad, there was two choices. One, Brad could enter witness protection with me, which his family threw a fit when they found out that he was considering it. Or what we ultimately chose is I dropped out of witness protection, getting the social security number that you now have. See, that's how it works. When you're in witness protection, the IRS cannot touch you. They can't touch you. See, that's the whole idea.
All right. What I will do, I'll send him one of those forms that I send you from the IRS, and he filled it out because he has never filled out one of those either. So
Okay, yeah,
I'll
you can do
have
that.
it emailed to him. Tell him to give me a call. Tell him to give me a call.
Okay, I can do that. I'm gonna call him right
All right,
after we're
sweetheart.
done here.
I-
Okay. Okay, love.
All right,
Bye.
and I miss singing to you.
You know, any day now. Maybe not.
I miss
Maybe
singing
tonight.
to you.
If you want to sing tonight, I would love to hear Titanic again this evening. You up for it?
Yeah, you can call me in the night and I'll sing for
Okay.
you.
Okay, it's a date. I'm so excited.
Do you have a boyfriend now?
No, I have no boyfriend. Not after, you know who. I'm just gonna take my time to find the right person.
Okay. The right person is gonna sing for you later, 'cause I don't like how you just throw me off like I'm a piece of garbage on the road.
You're not garbage, not by any measure. Let's talk tonight, honey. Maybe we can spark up something.
You don't call, you don't text, you don't do nothing. Ever since you become a billionaire, it's like I'm no longer your friend.
Honey, it takes two to tango. You should have been calling me earlier.
I try to reach out to you
Okay, well,
actually almost every day.
We have a date tonight around 7 p.m. I'm gonna give you a call, sweetie.
All right then, thank you.
Okay.
I'll talk to you later.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
don't worry. I'm single again, so mwah. Oh, jeez.
James Alford. I had to get this on the record. That's why I saved it, because we haven't heard from James in a long time. Nobody. Jigsaw hasn't heard from him. We're trying to nail him down for to find out where they're sending their money. So it's kind of a big deal.
Green night.
My dreams, I see you, I see you. This is how I know you go on. Far across the distance and spaces between us, you have come to show me the way. Dear, far, wherever you are, I believe that your heart will go on.
Oh, yes, James.
Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that my heart will go on. Oh, wherever you are, I believe that your heart will, my heart will go on.
Oh, James. You are a treasure, honey. Oh, my goodness.
Thank you.
You're a treasure.